Day 28, day trading pre-markets up, beauties. Yesterday, mistakes were made. We rushed trades on a stock that we should not have even traded in the first place. It had news, but it was not moving up, did not meet the threshold that we look for. It was light on volume. It was light on percentage gainer. Mistakes were made. If that happens again today, I will be on my phone to pass the time until something else shows up. Now, interestingly enough, we have MNDR, and that's up like 95%. Look at this algo spike. In 1 minute, it went from $2 to $6.30. And boom, retail traders are online now. And this is AI news, AI investment news. So we're going to see kind of what's going on here. VWAP at 360. It is not front side. There's 50, 48, flirting with 50 here. Hitting the scans. It was AI acquisition news to be specific. I'll look it up when this kind of gets away from VWAP in just a second. All right. Let's see. Announces MOU to acquire 2 AI optimized data centers in Malaysia to invest up to 120 million via 3M Class A shares to expand AI tech ecosystem, AI tech health ecosystem. That was early. That was early. Hitting the scans, hitting the scans. Fighting with 3. Now, I did a poll yesterday, and I'm interested to see how you guys voted. Let's see. 6 votes says the poll was because we've obviously noticed the slowdown in pre-market. Should I move back to the market open or keep showing up for pre-market open even though it's not hot? The 2 votes were market open since pre-market is slow, or show up daily pre-market because you never know when things are going to pop off. And that got the majority of the votes. 67% said show up daily. So we're here, baby. We are here, and we are trying to stay locked in. Oh, here we go. PMB reaches major breakthrough in pharmaceutical grade supply worldwide clinical therapeutic markets. PBM. Kind of a late move. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes in. Gotta sneeze. Bless you, thank you. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 376. 376. Got a problem with 386. Okay, is this going to start to prove itself here? I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Clean its chart up a little bit. I don't think my volume's on. There we go. My volume wasn't on. It kind of threw me for a loop, so I jumped out of that trade right away. I was taking that bounce off of EMA lower band there. Threw me off if I was in the trade or not. I think I got a pretty good entry on that, actually. 328, yeah. $314. How low is this gonna go? That's kind of the tricky part. When it starts to look like it's dying off on this front side move, it's like the actual bands don't really mean too much right at the beginning. So it seems. I think I can probably try to snipe these. This level 2 though. It seems to be popping a lot of red, popping a lot of green. So let's see. All right. Oh, those buyers got eaten. Those buyers got eaten quick. Flash back to 2123, but nothing really indicative on level 2. Or I guess time of sales rather. It's just a lot of red and a lot of green, just whipping back and forth right now. Okay. All right. All right. That was whippy. That's gross candle. There's definitely some bears lurking in this one. So it seems, with those 3 wicks. Where are the bears going to cover? 377? They're going to cover at 377. You got about 10 seconds until a new minute here. New minute. $60, $64, $59. Go, baby. Go, go, go. Hold the line. Hold the line. 8 seconds. Don't go red. Don't go red. Candle, don't go red. 3, 2, 1. Nice. It closed green. New minute. Not a great open on the next candle. Okay, that's a decent little change of events there. Now, what's going to be the entry that's going to be the highest probability trade? Now, the breakout trades look tough. Look, I mean, we got a wick, 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 wick. I mean, unless you're kind of crazy fast with it, then, wick right there. Or unless you get the perfect entry right under 77 if it breaks through. If it breaks through and doesn't fake. There's 74, 75, 74, 75, back to 70. 45, oh, there's a brief break to 80. Not a very convincing move through 77. Again, this is why I feel like I'm pretty hesitant on these breakouts on this stock. EMA just now starting to cross VWAP, so take that with a little tidbit of info. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New minute. VWAP EMA right around 350. Good trade. Oh, EMA didn't cross because of that candle. You absolute dog. Man, that might be all she wrote for that one. MACD's crossing to the dark side. Well, that was a fun 15 minutes. That's been the most fun 15 minutes we've had in several weeks, probably. Well, at least so it feels that way. Could this be a little delayed bear trap, or is this just a bull trap acting like it's gonna do something and then reject? Oh. Again, the question is going to be, how low do we think this is going to go? Do we think this is going to flush out through this level and then like come down to 3? Because this 322 level, other than it being the lower band, I mean, how strong is that going to be? We got wicks down at 14, 17, 15, and then pretty much the start of this candle. So, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Qs are gapping up big time. Taking out the entire yesterday's candle on the gap up. Let's go. Right now the Qs are at like 608.50. Cool. Alright, MNDR might be waking up too. Is there a notepad on here? There is a notepad. Can I save things on the notepad? I can save things on the notepad. Alrighty. MNDR, I see you. 351, you're starting to buzz. Your time of sales is really starting to move here. I'm making a little list because I feel like to be a truly successful trader, and I know I'm not over PDT yet, so it's still kind of like the trial and error phase, if you will. But I have to limit the number of mental errors. My mental errors are causing me the recurring L's. If I take an entry and it's an L, it's not always a mental error. It can, sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor, and that's trading. Not every L is a bad trade, but there are bad trades. Like yesterday, bad stock selection, poor stock selection, poor mental discipline for not trading it because there was nothing else moving. So I'm making a list that I want to limit my mental errors to at most 1 day a week, which is still a lot. But I mean, I feel like that's an achievable goal for now. And maybe if I can start stringing together like 2 weeks at a time, and then maybe start stringing together like 3 weeks at a time, and maybe start stringing together like a one mental lapse and judgment per month would be really ideal. But right now we're going to limit the mental errors, though, at most one per week. And the mental errors are going to include not trading outside the scanner parameters, not over trading. Buyers there at 320, small buyers right there at the lower band getting flushed on. Not over trading. And coming back at 7 a.m. news drop if it means rushed trades. Now I'm just going to say not. Yeah, I'll leave it for the context. Not over trading and coming back at 7 a.m. news drop. This is not a mentally clear time for you. Too busy. What else? What other kind of mistakes that we've been making? What other kind of mistakes that we've been making recently? Not trading outside scanner parameters, not over trading, coming back for the 7 a.m. news drop. This is not a mentally clear time for me. I'm too busy then. What other kind of mental errors have I been taking? Drop a comment and let me know some of the mental errors you've been seeing that I might be able to add to this list. I'm sure there's plenty you've been witnessing. This one seems to be the biggest one right now. And then I come back at 7 a.m. if nothing has happened, nothing is traded. Only trade news drops. Only trading front side at this point, preferably news drops, because that's kind of where the momentum is coming from. So if I stay around these parameters, it should at least help increase accuracy. At least that's the plan. Because I want to make trading as easy as it possibly can. And if I take out all these other factors, then I think it makes it, at least somewhat easier. But this is not an easy game. But it is a game nonetheless. Trading outside, no trading outside of scanner parameters. Yeah, I like that one. Dang, this thing made a round trip. PBM, almost a full round trip. We're gonna add one here. If it's wiki, trade, pullbacks, not breakouts. I like that too. And this was a good example of that. I did that well on this stock here. It was wiki. I noticed it was wiki. I articulated that it was wiki, and I articulated that I did not want to trade breakouts because of the wicks. Now, sometimes I will still try to trade these breakouts, and I will get just chopped up. I would have lost here, would have lost here, would have lost here, would have lost here, would have lost here. Probably would have lost here. I mean, there's opportunities to get out of these trades, but I mean, you got to be like, you got to be so fast before the tide starts turning against you, and that's what I want to kind of limit, right? I want what I was just talking about. That's not helpful. If I'm not going with the tide, that means I'm not trading as the easiest way I possibly can. So I think that's a pretty good list to start. As more kind of mental issues come about, we can add to this list. But and then anytime I break one of these, I'm gonna put a I'm gonna put I don't know. Tally marks would be preferred, but I can't really tally on the computer, I don't think. So I'm gonna put like a oh I can't do that here. Yeah, I'm gonna put how the number of times mental errors have happened, and then I'll redo this every week until it gets better and better. But we're gonna start it today. So fresh list, no marks, save as. Let's get it. Let's minimize it. Keep it up. All right, we got about 2 minutes until news drop time. All right, you beauties. Back. Let's see what we can put together here. See if we can put together one more nice trade. Here's the middle of the hour news drop, possible news drop time frame. Let's see. And this has made a full round trip. That's disgusting. And more. It is now lower than it started. Congratulations, PBM. All right, 43 seconds in. Nothing new, nothing new. Minute 14 in, nothing new. You know, we're going to add something here. Every day, you are one step closer. And that's the truth. Every day, every mistake that's made, we're one step closer. Two minutes, 45 seconds in, nothing new. You know, I wonder if this was kind of a telltale sign that this didn't show up on the scanners until 1, 2, 3, the 4th minute here. I wonder if that was kind of the sign that it wasn't strong enough. Because usually, like on the 2nd minute, I mean, it's up and buzzing. And now we're in the 3rd minute of another one, maybe, you know, hopefully. Hitting the scans, but not seeing anything. Now, since this is curling, would this be a mental L if we take this over 3 and use 3 as max loss and try to ride this back up? This candle's at 320. Or not. Probably not. That'd probably be risky right now. The idea, I do like that idea though. Look at this big space here. 323 to 3. So if we break through 3, I mean that could be something. You know what I mean? That could be something. Or it could just rejecting. I could get smoked. Alright, there's 3. 3 on the ask. Ping pong with 3. I don't think now is not the time to do that. Maybe when I'm over PDT and I have more more opportunities to kind of throw trades around. You know, that'd be, oh, and that wouldn't have worked out anyways. I would have just gotten chopped out right there. Yeah, I can play with that kind of stuff later on down the road, a few months down. 5 minutes in and no love here, so this very well might go from here to here in these next few candles, and if so, that's okay. So risk we are not willing to take right now. That's gonna be it for me. I'm out. Spread love. Be good to each other. Peace.